Well, hello. These are the announcements for May 8th, 2022 in the Tomorrow River Lutheran Parish. That is the fourth Sunday of Easter, and it is also Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day. We're aware that Mother's Day can be a complicated holiday for some of us, that there are some of us who have lost our mothers this year, some of us who are bereaved, having lost mothers in recent years, and this is a day of remembrance and a day of sadness. For other people, it's a day of celebration, commemorating wonderful parenting, that the mother that God gave you took care of you and blessed you and provided for you magnificently. And for some smaller group of people, it's a day in which we are grateful that our mothers gave us life, but on which we remember that we did not necessarily receive everything we needed. And so wherever you are on this day, whether you're in any of these three camps or some other, I do wish you God's grace, God's peace, and the hope of God. For those of you who are mothers, thank you. The work you do is unbelievably precious and incredibly important. I know in many times, in many places, that work is demeaned. I know that often your children are ungrateful, but I am grateful. And our society, when it pauses and thinks about it, is grateful. And the Church of Jesus Christ is grateful for gifts of sacrifice and provision and care. And so happy Mother's Day. There are three opportunities for in-person worship on this Mother's Day. There is the 8:30 indoor service at Peace, the 9:30 outdoor service at Nelsonville, and the 10:15 indoor service at Nelsonville. Google says that the weather is going to be lovely, and so the tulips and the crocuses are just starting to peek their heads up. The leaves are just starting to come out on the trees, and I do invite you into one of those worship opportunities. All of them should be lovely this week. We have four baptisms spread out across the services, and so the sermon is a little shorter than normal because that just is a requirement. But it is a day of grace and a day of hope in our community. We continue to raise funds for the relief of Ukrainian refugees. There'll be another gift going in this week of more than $100,000. It's actually $117,000 from the parish, which as a parish puts us up somewhere near $500,000. At least $475 that I know about, that I can trace, and then I've heard from others that they've given directly through the Lutheran Road Relief website, and so may God continue to bless and protect the people of the Tomorrow River Lutheran Parish, and to bless them for their generosity to a world in need. It's extraordinary what you're doing, and this movement that has begun in our midst. The prayer list. We have three families in the immediate stages of grief, and so we commend them to you. One of them is this young Lily from Eau Claire. The news has horrified many of us. I'm sure it's horrified you. And so there were requests from the congregation to be praying for her family and her friends, and we were honored to do that. Now, we're also praying for Barbara's family and for Laverne's family, and commend them to you. There are a number of new names on the list this week. Dennis has acute myeloid leukemia, and then Patty is in the ICU for complications from COVID. Both of those deeply distressing, but there's also opportunities for joy that we have a new grandbaby in the parish, Bo, and we are praising God for a healthy mama and healthy baby. We're remembering Anne Marie, who's recovering from a fall, and then three names that we've added now a couple weeks ago, all struggling with cancer in various phases of their fight: Bonnie, Tim, and Ruby. The rest of the names you've seen before. Continue to commend Rebecca and all the others to you, and remind you that God is honored when we pray for one another, when we support one another. Next confirmation class is on Wednesday the 11th. That's over at Nelsonville, and the theme of the class is Daniel. And so it will be good to see you. Remember, confirmation is a public ministry of the church. Adults are always welcome to come to confirmation, and it would be good to see you. Last thing, well, two things, but they're related. We have a Senior Sunday coming up on May 29th, and in the very near future, scholarship opportunities from the parish will be going up on the website, and we'll also send emails to all of you. We have 5 scholarships through the parish, and with any luck at all, 1 or 2 of those will apply to you or to your children or grandchildren. And so we would like to help you on the way as you go forward in life. I think I'm going to leave it there. There are other announcements, of course, below this video. There are other announcements in the blue sheets. But I am grateful for our ongoing partnership together. I am grateful for God's blessings. And again, I am grateful for the mothers in our midst and the work they do. Happy Mother's Day. Bye-bye.